Hello and welcome to Crag Dunes. This is one game out of many that me and Napalm played, testing Nomads. He actually beat me in quite a few of them, but see what happens in this one. So Nomads is a new faction that's going to be out on FAF pretty soon. Actually be quite soon. And some people say it's overpowered, some people say it's not. It looks, based on what me and Napalm saw, looks quite well balanced. There's a few cool things about it. One of them is the ACU has some really strange upgrades which we actually haven't even tested. One which I'm really excited about is the improved locomotor. You can see the price of that is just like a gun, and it actually makes It's basically makes it move faster, which on quite a few maps, having your ACU being able to run faster is very nice, especially when you're getting chased by experimentals, or you ran away from T3, or you want to be on two different places at the same time. Land for Nomads. They have really nice scouts which do go on water. Also the micro, it's really easy to control them. They have a really nice responsiveness. They have nice light assault bots, which I think will give them really good advantage early on maps with water. Also, actually, we haven't seen it. Looked at every single thing on the ACU. There's also sniper mode. I haven't tried this in an actual game. I've tried it just to play with. It basically makes the gun, I think it's longer than a tech-to-point defense, but really long reload, which is also nice. You get either the fast speed or the long range. And of course, you also get your orbital bombardment. One really weird thing about, I guess you can't even see the satellite on this one. And we get some early fighting. Here you can see that's the light assault bot. Just trying to get around that tank, didn't work. First kill to Napalm. There's actually a satellite that's floating above here somewhere that I can't see for whatever reason. You can get an upgrade that does orbital bombardment. It's a little more expensive, quite a bit of power. So if you're in the Tech 2 stage, you can start doing orbital bombardment. I'm not really sure what that will do. If it'll be overpowering or not. But that's something to find out. Definitely new toys with new ideas, new concepts. So it's not just remaking one of the old factions and changing the way the units look. Also, let's see what's on the other arm. We got Intel probes. Seem to be very actually not that cheap. So it may be like something like Eye of Rian, but from the ACU. It's temporary, so I'm not really sure. And also the gun. Looks like it's two different gun upgrades. So multiple things you can do with a gun. And of course the usual Tech 2 upgrade. What is this? Rapid repair, so kind of like nano. And resource allocation. It's only a single resource allocation, like EEF or Cybern. Overall, the faction, I think I really like the way it's designed. It's they look more like some crazy dudes going around planets exterminating things. I think that's the story about them. So I don't know, all kind of rust color, but we'll see what people think. I think it fits well with desert maps and things like that. A Celine here blocking mask extractor that TF Life isn't able to pick up. So now let's see what units have we seen. Just basically Tech 1 land. We have the regular tank. You can see the health. It's actually less health than a Mantis. Mantis is 270. But this tanker here can't float on water, so this could give Nomads an advantage on water. And that's just the scout Napalm. He's going to lose a couple mask extractors. And this is one great unit right here that you can see. What is this? This is the light tank, mobile, anti-air, or artillery. So this unit can either shoot at the air or it can be artillery. And there's actually a little button here that we can see right now that allows you to switch. And this artillery, very slow but huge splash. Should be interesting against some unit. It's actually missiles. You can see it's so slow. This tank was just walking by. You really can out micro these missiles, but if you stand still like that, you will be hit. So I think a lot of micro possibilities. Also, there is one unit that they have, which I don't think I've actually got to build, is this assassin. It's a very long reload tank, very long range. But I think at a map like this, long range isn't that big, so I don't believe I actually built any of them. Yeah, I just built mostly medium tanks, some artillery, and scouts, anti-air artillery, or a light tank. So medium tank and light tank, two different units. Not really sure what the difference is. This medium tank 52. This looks like just like a striker in terms of price. And the light tank looks just like a mech marine. It looks like they all float, except the anti-air and the assassin. Otherwise, looking at this game, we're seeing quite a few bombers now from Napalm. Still no air from TA for Life. TA for Life just spamming power, getting land units. So my hope that once this faction is released, it'll get a lot more people playing, because it's something fresh, something new. I think it's, you can obviously when you look at all this stuff, a lot of work went into it. So we'll actually have 5 factions for Supreme Commander Forged Alliance, which is quite amazing. TA, of course, had 2. We already got 4. A lot of people say that all the factions are the same, which is... a lot of people say a lot of really stupid things about this game. It's quite amazing, because, I mean, even after 4 or 5 years, there's players in this game which haven't even played some like maps that other people have played thousands of times, and players who each played this game thousands of times will argue with each other about what the game is. It's like, and then there's noobs who have opinions, but that's just me raging about it, I guess. You can see interceptors. Not surprisingly, Nomads do have interceptors. And one unit that they have, which is really cool, is the Golem. It's a light assault bot. No, that's a... Well, what? That's a land... light gunship, yeah. That was really strange artillery support. Low-end gunship designed to take out ground targets. Can pinpoint targets for artillery units. I have no idea what that does. All I know is it looked like a gesture, but it was a lot weaker. Appears that power is the target for napalm. So basically, a lot like the Cyberns, Nomads do have the option to go with a gesture. The typical, it's a small capacity transports. Regular Tech 1, you got the Scout, the Interceptor, the Bomber. So a lot like the Sirens. And of course on this map, this floating, or this artillery, is going to make a very big impact. And I might now speed this up until we get some new units to look at. Here you can see the mistake. You don't want to be standing still against these missiles. And actually hitting the ACU here would be very nice. And of course on this map, shooting over these mountains is definitely a possibility with basically any faction. I don't think that Nomads actually have the range. Napalm now with the gun. That's going to start dominating Tech 1. We see a point defense being constructed. can't imagine the point defense for Nomads being very different from other factions. It's pretty rapid fire and dies very quickly when it runs into Napalm's gun. So Napalm now is in sight of the Lab's land factories, and there's really nothing that can stop him unless he goes Tech 2, which is exactly what he's done. See Tech 2 flak. Actually, we can take a closer look at what's available in the Tech 2 factory. We got the fast assault tank. It looks like a lot like the Pillar. 900 health, so a little less than the Pillar. We got the heavy tank. A lot more health. It looked like very much like the Pillar. We got the anti-air mobile missile launcher. Very low health compared to other factions. EMP tank, I haven't even seen what that does. It can freeze units and then tactical missile, a mobile missile defense. That's going to be very interesting. Meanwhile, we see TA Fallout getting around on Napalm, taking out Hydra and other things. At the same time, Napalm is making progress, 41 kills. Looks like he's going to start destroying power. This could get the TA in trouble. We're seeing Tech 2 point defenses. And Tech 2 point defenses for Nomads, they look like Tech 1, but so they're just like the lasers. They can't shoot over any kind of terrain. At least I don't think so. I don't know. There is a bit of an arch to it. Except it's not. This is not the best position for a Tech 2 point defense. Probably a mistake there. Meanwhile, Napalm 55 kills, and these are some other missiles that we've just seen. This looks like the Tech 2 missiles. Trying to see here are the Tech 2 tanks. This is the EMP tank. I have no idea what it does. Got no kills. It looks like it's going to get shot. Yeah, and these are those missiles. Not sure if they have a splash or not. And the Tech 2 point defense is still no kills for TA. Meanwhile, Napalm is beginning to lose his base to this Tech 1 assault. Napalm has renamed his unit Dead. More Tech 2 point defenses. You can see it's actually pretty low fire rate, but a little bit of arch. A couple kills. 68 kills for Napalm. And now we see this mobile missile launcher. Looks like it's a hover as well, so quite a few hover units for Nomads. And I think shooting at these factories, perhaps a mistake. Taking out power would definitely end it. Napalm is in range of Hydra and this air factory. More Tech 2 point defenses going up for TA. It looks like Napalm is going to leave a couple tanks to take care of as many units. So Napalm not ready to die. He's got his gun ACU, 73 kills behind TA's base. Looks like he survived that assault with still a little bit of power, as well as the power storage. But he is behind a lot of Tech 2 point defense. 74 kills, TA running away. Really, these forces not good enough to kill. And here we're going to see the Tech 2 point defenses in action. And if I could just not... Yeah, those Tech 1 tanks really have no chance. see a lot of kills for these. So it appears that Napalm is going to go through the middle. There was a Tech 2 engineer here trying to get Tech 2 point defenses. Meanwhile, this ACU here just chasing away Tech 1 units. And it doesn't look like Napalm has any trouble avoiding those missiles. Napalm's base once again functioning. So this is basically a no-go zone. TA now running back home, 31 kills. Just to make it past this ACU, 83 kills. Meanwhile, we're seeing a whole bunch of artillery shooting right over the wall. Multiple Tech 2 point defenses killed. You can see good work from Napalm. Actually, a couple of very expensive units under fire. And it appears that Napalm is going to be able to make it back home. So far what we're seeing from Nomads, they have really cool abilities, but so far the units don't have much health. They get absolutely ran over by a gunned ACU. I think if this was UEF, a couple like 30-40 strikers probably be enough, especially with that artillery, which is a low fire rate but does quite a bit of damage and much more difficult to dodge, I think, than the Nomads artillery. And you can see it's basically 100% artillery plus gunned ACU for Napalm, and he's just running everything over. More Tech 2 point defenses going up, and this Tech 2 land factory in danger of being taken out by Napalm. Although it looks like more artillery taking out chunks of Napalm's base. Napalm, though, 110 kills, and with their artillery is going to be taking out units very quickly. TA for life in full retreat, realizing he cannot possibly take on that force, having to make power elsewhere because he's just lost his main base. Meanwhile, here's a fast assault tank. This is what it looks like. He's got really fast fire rate, but it probably should start dodging or it's going to get killed by artillery. So a mistake there for TA for life. Of course, TA for life has bigger problems. He's running away from ACU with 127 kills and the gun upgrade. There is a whole bunch of Tech 2 point defenses here, though, for TA for life. At this point, 6,000 health for TA for life. Napalm at 10,000. But under fire from Tech 2 point defenses. TA going down to 3,700. 600 health at the end, and Napalm really no choice except to run after TA, try to go for the kill. Although TA lost most of the map, I think perhaps if Napalm retreated, he may have been in a much better shape than TA, but TA gets the victory.